Donnie and I are off on an adventure to meet a fruitcake.
Hey, pretty girl.
Hey, Donnie. My lighting engineer.
That's right.
Yep, I'm my own personal lighting engineer. All right, so Don and I are headed to Southern Supreme Fruitcake. It's sort of out in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina. It's kind of halfway between here and the North Carolina Zoo. They have a tasting room, and obviously they sell fruitcakes. The map's currently showing for us to go up to Apex, get on US 1. It's just sort of nuts. We're going to get on Highway 42 out of town, which is an alternate map we saw on our phone yesterday when we were thinking about making this trip, and let the navigation catch up with where we're going. We're starting out with 229 miles on the car, estimated range, and we should be good to go for this approximately 1 hour trip. The car will eventually realize that we're taking Highway 42 here across. On a Saturday, it's a really pretty drive. It's nice even during the week. It's not through any congested areas at all. All right, it's remapped us over to Highway 42 now. You might notice that the minutes to get there has come down about 8 minutes or so, and we've really only been driving for a couple more minutes. So yeah, this is a good route for us. Don's kind of determined that he's going to teach Ruby about this road today.
That's right.
It's not exactly an autopilot road,
no,
and we know that. There's not a lot of shoulder, and there's...
This is the nice wide part right here.
And there's a lot of curves and such, but he's paying extra vigilant attention to all of her little wanderings as we go down Highway 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you say about the Model 3 in 4 years, Donnie?
Yeah, I said in a couple, 3-4 years, some person in a Model 3 is going to come bebopping down here on autopilot. They said, wow, it really handles this road really nice. And they will never know it was this Model X Blazer here, Ruby, who taught Tesla Cloud how to drive this road.
We're approaching Sanford now, and you know, Don's real familiar with this route, so he's changed you know, over what navigation has suggested a couple of times, but nothing too major. So his experiment with the autopilot back there on that twisty country road, that was yeah, that was a good experiment. Yep, I won't be putting autopilot on that road personally, but yeah, I may have closed my eyes a couple times.
Oh.
Don had it under control though. I just being a girl.
She was let out a few yelps.
Well, I trust Donnie. I do, totally and completely. So yeah, but he wasn't doing anything with the car when there were other cars around, just when it was us out there. Will it take this curve? Will it slow down? One thing we notice is that, you know, sometimes when we enter into a traffic area where the speed slows down, the car doesn't slow. It's like it's got, you know, it just stays wherever you had it, right? And other times it actually slows down and sort of behaves the posted speed limit. Today, at least, it was doing a much better job of behaving the posted speed limit and slowing down for Don, which is what we wanted to do, right? Because who wants to get into a speed trap and have the car not slow down and try to explain that to the officer? Right. Yeah. So we're really warm here today, and we're supposed to have 25-30 mile an hour wind gusts this afternoon, and Don is seeing, we have seen a couple of gusts, yeah, of leaves just flying across the road, flags moving, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's definitely windy. We're gonna cool down to a low of a high of 50 tomorrow. Yeah, no snow for us this Christmas. We never see snow in Raleigh for Christmas. We might see a few flakes this year, but it won't be on Christmas. Just as well, because it would just create chaos on the roads and people wouldn't be able to get to Grandma's house, and it really wouldn't be a good thing for us. But, you know, we can all dream of that snowy Christmas by the fireplace.
Bye.
But this is, you know, there's basically the white line, and then that's it. Alright, he's doing that little dive to the right, dive to the left.
I'm sorry, I just can't help it, Donnie.
Well, kidding honest, I'm paying attention.
I know you are.
I really am.
I know you are.
I'm not gonna let it go stupid. And I even warned you.
Yeah, you're trying to teach it.
Right. Well, the only way he's going to learn this is to try to do it. And we're going to be the only Tesla for a really long time.
Dalrymple. That's a interesting street name. I'm sorry we're not here at night to see these snowflakes lit up. They look like they would be really pretty.
Yeah, well, I wonder where all those cars are parked on the street. I mean, that's a lot of cars.
So here's a little old historical covered bridge. We're at Gilliam Mill Park. So Don and I stopped here at the Alston House, the historic house in the Horseshoe. There's a river that runs behind the property, and it has a horseshoe-shaped bend at this location. There was a Revolutionary War battle here in 1781. It's pretty nice out here. We are sorry we missed the Christmas open house.
Yeah, if it floods up here,
He got other problems.
Yeah. These bottoms, they flood about once every 3 years. I've been here over 15 years, and I've seen it about 5 times. And it looks like a lake down there. So, and then all the holes you see, these are the bullet holes from the battles fought here during the Revolutionary War. And you'll notice how a lot of them come in an angle on this side. That's another reason we believe the kitchen was off this northeast side of the house, because that'd been the closest building to take cover firing on the house.
I do see the angle.
Financially made a big impact on Alston here.
Yeah, the war as a whole did. And then after the war, he's getting sued left and right, and it's ridiculous.
Can I ask how large scale the battle was?
It was roughly 25, 30 combatants on each side.
Okay. Yeah.
But Austin's wife and 6 kids were in here,
Yeah.
and the children ranged from 6 months old to 18 years old.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a Tory versus Whig fight. There was one British officer with Fanning, a Lieutenant McCabe, who was detached from the 82nd Regiment and put out in Wilmington. And he's the only named casualty of the battle. Because for all the shooting, there's like 5 or 7 people killed. We don't know how many on each side, 'cause the only thing they wrote down is we buried them on the hill close to the house. And you can look out there, and y'all's guess is as good as ours. We don't know. But have been doing research on Reservoir pension applications.
Right.
And have found 3 men that were here in the house during the battle.
Okay.
One was shot and wounded through the wrist, which later on in life is why he put in for a pension application, because he was basically couldn't use his right hand anymore.
Right.
Another guy was shot and wounded in the face. We don't know if that was from glass, from shot, from splinters, or a combination of all. And then there was a third guy who actually said that he took aim at McKay, and that when they examined the body, they found 3 bullet holes in him. So apparently 3 guys were taking aim at him when he tried to lead an assault against the house. So, and that's more than 1 year ago. So, slowly getting.
So we were about ready to leave, and the caretaker saw that there were 3 or 4 families over here enjoying the house and properties, and he came over and let us in so we could see the inside of the house. That was very nice of him.
That's the one that was the governor.
Yeah, that's Governor Williams above the fireplace. He owned the house from 1798 till his death in 1814.
Are there any portraits of Philip Alston?
There's no
we had a really nice little unplanned side trip over there to the Alston House. That was really fun.
Whigs and Tories. Oh man.
Yeah. There were bullet holes in the house from the 1781 battle that they just never bothered to really fully cover up. Yeah, so that was kind of interesting. Supposedly, the lady of the house, she hid some of the children on a bench inside the fireplace from the bullets there. She was home with all of her children during the battle, and thankfully, mercifully, I don't think any of them were injured. So none of the innocents were injured in this particular battle. But hey, it's so windy out there now that when we're going to get in or out of the car, the automatic door closing is not really working. The wind's holding the door back. So yeah, we're having to make sure we get the door shut today. On the map here, you can see really well the horseshoe shape of the deep river. This is the sampling room. This is a special North Carolina Christmas tree. It has all the major colleges, school basketball teams.
Attractions in North Carolina.
Yep,
The zoo.
yep, the zoo, Biltmore House, the
Battleship
NC
North.
Battleship,
Yeah.
Wildlife. It shows cotton. And there's Demon Deacons.
Oh, Krispy Kreme donuts.
Duplin Winery, yep. All kinds of fun stuff. The beach.
Yeah.
Our state's very diverse, so there's lots of things to include. You can see peanuts. Wow. They do give tours here, but only weekdays, and they're finished for the year. So unfortunately, no tour today.
I was making fruitcake.
But that's all right. We'll be coming back for a tour. Let's think like October next year. Because, you know, to be ready for Christmas, of course, they've got to be working on it months in advance. They are really generous on the nuts and all of their products here. Well, we're certainly getting our appetites worked up here all over this sugar, nuts, chocolate, yeah, caramel, everything in here. I didn't realize they had so many chocolate things that they made to choose from, so that's a little bit of a pleasant surprise. Gift basket creation and present wrapping. Hey, Donnie.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. Yep, Donnie's got him a little goodie bag over there.
We got fruitcake cookies.
Those are for the boys.
We got dark chocolate
Peanut cluster.
Because Mary and I like dark chocolate. And just to do good, we got pecan bark. And we got, this is good. This is caramel peanut butter. It's It's like peanut butter, but it's made with caramel.
Well, it's almost all peanuts.
It's almost all peanuts.
Yeah, and we bought a 1 pound
And of
fruitcake.
course, we actually got fruitcake.
I mean, how can you come to the fruitcake place in North Carolina and not get a fruitcake? Yep.
That's right.
So they do kitchen tours Monday through Thursday, starting about October the 1st, and I like to call first. So Donnie and I will definitely be back here in the fall of next year because I really wanted to tour the kitchen. And the only thing, I mean, it was beautifully decorated. They still had a good selection of stuff left even the day before Christmas Eve. The staff was friendly. My only thing is they didn't have any coffee in there. Not any little tiny sample cups or not any coffee we even could have bought. And I think I was in the mood for just a little splash of coffee while I was in there. So yeah,
Right.
They had that big serving area, but no, they had hot chocolate and they were giving it away. But no coffee. So yeah, and I think maybe just 1 or 2 more samples, maybe.
Yeah.
That would have been good too.
We did good on restraining ourselves.
This is how Donnie occupied himself while I was taking pictures here at the Carbonton Dam.
Yeah. Who was more productive?
So Don and I decided to drive through Sanford on 42 and not take the loop around. And look what we stumbled upon, a little train museum. Has this nice Atlantic and Western steam engine. It would really be great to see the train at night. It's got all kinds of Christmas decorations on it, including the steam form up top. So as Don and I came through Sanford and we stopped at the train museum, I heard a group of local folks playing Pokemon, and of course I had to jump in the Groudon battle with them, and they were interested in the car, so we've been talking and telling them a little bit about Ruby and sharing the Tesla love. So thanks for the interest, guys. Thank you. So Don only had one requirement about today's trip, and that was that we have Ruby back in the garage before it rains, and there's the rain.
Yeah, we're right here.
Yeah, we're just in front of it, so hopefully me being pleasant didn't cause us to get back too late. I think we'll make it.
I think we're good. Duncan, North Carolina.
Oh my goodness, there's Santa. He's driving a tractor.
It's not an electric tractor, so it's not a cool Santa.
Well, we're just a couple miles from the house now. I think we're gonna beat the rain. That's really good. Yeah, I don't want to be in trouble with Donnie. He does so many nice things for me. But listen, I was reading the Facebook group posts and Tesla stuff. You know, Don and I are in the car and we're talking Tesla, of course, right? So nobody has asked and we haven't said, so I thought I would mention that. We're planning to wait to take Ruby in at 1 year for her service. You know, the recommended service is at 12,500 miles. We're somewhere around 14K now in 6 months or thereabout. And Don's done a lot of reading on it, and we're thinking we're gonna wait till 1 year. Of course, we can always change our mind, but that's the current plan anyway.
Right. Exactly.